Hi, my name's Tate, and this course has been amazing for me because all sorts of reasons. I've become a wheelchair user in the last couple of years, and this course has happened at a point where I've actually been quite a lot worse and in my wheelchair full time and in a lot of pain with my back. And not really able to engage in any physical activity, and because the silk can be used in so many different ways and it's so supportive, I found that I could engage with something which was awesome. That I have a really bad relationship with my body. My leg's not working. I'm also identify as trans, so I have a lot of gender dysphoria, and my body altogether is just something I really don't like. Whereas the silks gave me an opportunity to work with my body and appreciate the things that are good about it. I was able to utilise the fact that I have quite good upper body strength from using my wheelchair, and I just kind of forgot, I guess, my physicality per se and just enjoyed the process. It was interesting working with other people and allowing them to support me and to touch me in ways that perhaps ordinarily would feel uncomfortable. It didn't feel uncomfortable in that setting, and I just felt, I guess, a new level of freedom that perhaps being sat in my chair all day I don't get to experience. It was good also for pain relief for my back. I was able to stretch in ways that ordinarily I'm not able to stretch in, and also just to relax and let the silk just take the weight of my body and be just really supported in a way that was just comfortable as opposed to just feeling uncomfortable and in pain all the time. I think I'd rather live in a silk than a wheelchair, but you know. I was looking at ways I could rig up a silk in the flat. Really not possible, but the project needs to carry on so I can continue my silk time, because that was really important for me for relaxing and just not being in pain for a while. My favourite part of working with the silks was being able to spin really fast and swing around. Kind of discovered more of my inner child, I guess, and just had loads of fun playing. And I love the feeling of being able to move quickly and kind of the freedom of just flying in the air as opposed to being confined to a chair or the ground. So for me it was really, really freeing experience in so many different ways. Brilliant. I think there's loads of scope to continue the project in slightly different ways. There were some things that I'd like to have had time to perhaps explore more. I really specifically liked when we used music to work with the silks, because I found that the music, the different kinds of music led me to want to respond in very different ways, and then that then led to me perhaps moving within the silks and using the silks in very different ways, and I think to explore that further and to kind of go on a bit more of a musical journey would be really exciting. I think also it would be interesting to work more collaboratively and maybe have some kind of a group project or installation kind of experience. It was good to kind of experience the limitations of my own body, and I was able to observe what everyone around me was doing, and everybody was able to kind of be really good at different things. So it would be interesting if we could bring everyone's kind of strengths together and all, I don't know, like support each other and work with each other and kind of find ways of connecting to each other through the silks, so that it's another way, I guess, of non-verbal communication, which is great for people who struggle with language for whatever reason. It's much more of a universal experience and a universal language. I think also, like I said, I found it really, really empowering in a way that I hadn't anticipated, from a perspective of learning to appreciate my body in ways that I hadn't done before. And that really surprised me. And I think that it would be a really great project for people who struggle with body image for whatever reasons, and for people to be able to find that they can enjoy using their body and being in their body, supported by the silk. And you can completely hide inside it so that nobody has to see you, and you can just feel free to kind of move around and try different things out without feeling like you have to perform in a particular way, or there's no rule, there's no it's not like everyone has to do the same thing, it's not a competition. It's just really individual and really freeing. So I'd love to see it used more for people who, for whatever reason, have issues with their body, be it physical or mental, to be able to just feel more free. The biggest highlight of the course for me was being able to spin and swing in the silks. I loved that, and I could have done that all day long. But other highlights, I guess, the realization when I was first lying fully supported by a silk that my body felt relaxed and supported and a lot more pain-free than it has done for years. I wasn't expecting that, and that was a really lovely thing to experience. And also the amazing juice. You can't go wrong with a good fruit juice. I think it would the opportunity to work further with the group, and even to get to a point where I could then share what I've learned with other people would be an incredible experience. I'm not used to being able to be very physical and to interact with the world in a particularly physically dynamic way, and to be able to do that and then share that with other people who perhaps are coming also feeling pretty restricted in the way that they can interact physically with the world, and to see them experience that realization that there can be some freedom in the air that there isn't on the ground. To see them feel that would be really exciting, and to see that kind of domino effect of people sharing, along and along and along, would be amazing. And I think it would help me grow in confidence as well, in terms of what I'm able to achieve physically, to be able to push myself kind of further. Funding is really important. I would encourage people to think really seriously about pouring as much funding as possible into this project, because I think the potential for growth and change in people is enormous, and I think that support through belonging to a community of people is something that you can't really even measure. I think that the funding is really important to help the project continue, in order that people can experience the freedom and the fun of using silks and being a part of a wider community of people who, also for me, being able to hang out with other people who have a whole variety of different disabilities was really, really important, because I don't often get to spend time with other people in wheelchairs or who have other limitations, especially physical limitations. So that was a really great opportunity, and I'd like to be able to continue to meet with other people and be able to share with them what I can do, and learn from them what they can do, and work together to be able to go even further and do even more.